A chronic nuisance venue permanently closed tonight. This after that city attorney and San Diego police announce a judgment mandating the Secret Yard Hookah Lounge in Logan Heights to close its doors and pay heavy fines. The city attorney's office says the hookah lounge was repeatedly linked to violence, illegal activity, and serious safety violations. Tonight, I looked into this settlement and heard what San Diego police have to say.
I'm happy to say it's very few and far between that you're going to have an establishment like this. I haven't seen one like it in my career.
Monday, San Diego Police Chief Scott Wall describes the Secret Yard Hookah Lounge as a hotspot of criminal activity, with issues ranging from serving liquor without proper licensing, police receiving over 200 disturbance-related calls for service between 2021 and 2024, and that drugs and alcohol were sold to minors.
We had numerous calls for disturbances. We had attempt murder cases that came from this establishment. This affects the quality of life in any neighborhood.
Block it off down that way.
This is video CBS 8 filmed back in January of 2023 when a man was shot in the head right outside the business. The settlement includes $1.3 million in penalties, with $100,000 payment plus $12,500 in investigative costs, all up front. It also mandates the immediate and permanent closure of the lounge and resolves years of enforcement action led by the city attorney's nuisance abatement unit in partnership with SDPD, the San Diego Fire Department, Building and Land Use Enforcement Division, and the California Department of Alcoholic Beverage Control.
This was a significantly collaborative effort. There had been notices of violations that went out. We have to give them a chance to try and comply. And in order for us to investigate a civil case of this magnitude takes some time. And so once all of those efforts to try and have them become good business owners and good actors in the community failed, that's when it was time for us to step in.
And I did reach out to the owner of the Secret Yard this afternoon, but I have not heard back by showtime.
And you mentioned the venue's owners, they're going to have to pay fines, $100,000 in fines plus investigation costs. So what happens if they violate any of the conditions of their agreement?
Well, if they violated that, they would be ordered to pay $1.2 million in civil penalties. And it should be noted that they are also ordered to take down all social media that promotes their business now that they've been forced to close. And should the business owners try to resurface again in the future, the city now has a pathway to stop that.
So they definitely have motivation not to reoffend.
100%.